In this video, I want to talk about the role that psychedelics can play in the recovery from trauma and depression. First of all, I want to say this is not to be considered medical advice. I'm not diagnosing or prescribing. I am a nurse practitioner, but I am sharing this for your information and as you do your research and decide what is best for you. So this topic is very near and dear to my heart. I write a lot about it in my book, Wounds to Wisdom. And so I want to share my thoughts on what I have seen in myself and what I see in others who are using, and I'm going to talk mostly about psilocybin for recovery from trauma and depression. If we think about trauma as anything that happens to us too soon, too often, too much, and at a point in our development or life where we did not have the ability or the resources to properly metabolize it or deal with it or process it through. So it gets stuck in the nervous system, and then what happens is in our present day life we respond as if that old thing is happening, or we respond in the same way. So we can kind of be frozen in fear and not respond at all, or we can have a very dramatic reaction in the present to something really small because it's triggering something big that happened in the past. And certainly depression, which is, in my opinion, is a consequence of a chronically imbalanced nervous system, which also comes from trauma. I have yet to meet a person who has a diagnosis of depression who does not have a history of trauma in some way. If you dig deep enough, it's there. And it could even be transgenerational trauma. So they may not even be something they remember in their lifetime, but if you dig deep enough, you'll find it. So it is an adaptation, survival adaptation. A high-dose psilocybin experience can reset the nervous system. So it can restore that neuroplasticity that has been lost, that then has led to the PTSD symptoms or the depression symptoms. Now, what psilocybin cannot do is it cannot keep a person in that reset status. So that is why we get into the topic of preparation and integration, because in order for someone to get the most out of using psilocybin, they need to have adequate preparation where they are ready for that kind of reset to the nervous system. And then once they've experienced the reset to the nervous system, that they have the right support and guidance to make those changes that need to be made for the life to actually be different. Human beings in general, we do not like change. We like things that are familiar. We like our habits, and our nervous system likes its old habits. Even though those habits may not be leading to a very fulfilling life, it's familiar, it's safe. So we're inviting our nervous system into a different way of being, and then we need to give the nervous system the support that it needs for that to become the new normal. It doesn't happen. So I am really excited about psilocybin and what it can do, very hopeful about it, but also we need to realize it's not a magical, we're just going to take this high dose magic mushroom psilocybin and everything is going to be cured and fixed. It is a very powerful catalyst, and it can open a door that had been nailed shut, slammed shut. Maybe you didn't even know the door was there. It can definitely open the door, and with the right support, you can walk through the door and actually have a different experience. So I hope that was helpful for you. Reach out to me. I have other videos. Check them out, and I'll see you next time.